Well, we feed a large family. We had to get groceries wherever we could, and we enjoyed fire hunting anyway. And the people up north, that's jacking. But we would, the women would take us out on a little road close to town, a long stretch road with no buildings or houses on it, preserves on both sides, and they'd take us down there and let us out. And this buddy of mine, which is a real nature man that understood a lot, and this one night we went in there and he told me, he said, well, where the moon's at tonight, the deer won't be walking. But let's go ahead and we'll walk back in there a long ways and then we'll sit down. And when the moon comes up, they'll be walking and we'll get one on the way out. So we did that. And as we went in, we just had our lights on looking around and no eyes was shining. And so we went back in there finally and found us a big old cabbage tree and leaned up against it and just passed the time of day. Pretty soon the old moon started coming up and it wasn't long you seen eyes. So we got us a nice big old deer, gutted him, drug him up to the fence alongside the road, and then what we'd do, we'd have a time set for the women to come back and pick us up. So we'd stay there squatted down in the weeds till the time come, and when they come, we'd let them drive by us. Then we'd run out in the road behind them and look up and down the road and see if there's any headlights, like somebody might be following them. And if nobody's following them, we'd shine the headlight in the rear view mirror of the car, and they knew to turn around and come and pick us up. This was kind of a ritual we had. But one night we got it turned around on us a little bit, and we was back in there, and it was a strange night for some reason. They had turned loose some follower deer, they called them, I guess, and these big deer. And I saw him. I saw the eyes, and he was up tall. And it startled me so bad I really didn't know what in the heck it was. It was big and tall. And I got on a stump, and it was a spotted deer. I had never seen one, but by that time I had spooked him and he was gone, so we didn't mess with him. And we was getting back close to the highway, and another pair of eyes shined, and they were tall, way high up in the ground. What in the world could it be? And old Bo pulled up his rifle and shot. Boom! And the eyes disappeared. And he said, come on. And we started running. They had range riders out there that would ride the woods at night looking for far hunters. And if they caught a man, they'd beat the hell out of him. They'd do all kinds of things, take him to town and to jail. And he had just shot his horse out from under him. The eyes he seen that was so tall was his eyeglasses reflected back. So he shot the horse instead. And made a very entertaining night. We was really busy the rest of the night getting the hell out of there. There was a time when we got our meat from around the road, and we'd fire hunt at night. And I guess the people up north would be jacking. But we went out there, and my buddy and I was driving down the road real easy and shining both sides of the road, and found a buck standing just over the fence, just a few feet across the fence. So he stopped, and he was blinded, and we shot him, and down he went. So Bo, he jumped the fence and went over there real quick, and I was right behind him as hard as I could go. And about the time I got across the fence, Bo come flying through the air and lit on top of me and knocked me down, and I asked him what was going on, and he said, this son of a bitch ain't dead. So we both run up there with our knives and ended up wrestling him down and cutting his throat, but it must have hit him in the back or something and just knocked him out, but he wasn't dead. But his head would still work, and when Bo went up there and grabbed him to cut his throat, he grabbed him by the horns and he throwed him, and that's when he landed on top of me. So you just never know when you get out there with them boogers what's going to happen. And it's not always good.